What are you drinking?
Coke.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Exactly.
All right, so you're voting for Donald Trump.
Yes,
How come?
because he's the best for the country. Because he's the best for the
Look at this weird guy. He's never lifted weight in his life.
They call us weird.
Are you really gonna hit me? Are you really gonna hit me? You want to go to jail for assault? You look like
What's wrong with the Democrats?
You look like Thomas Crooks. You look like Thomas Crooks. You're crazy. You better get out of here before you get your ass kicked. What a psycho.
What's wrong with the Democrats?
You're about to go viral.
Thing is, before we can proceed with immigration inspection, if you are, that's fine. I don't really care if you're German or whatever, but are you legally in the United States?
I'm not answering questions.
Okay, then we have to go ahead and take you in. I know you're recording. We'll take you in, identify you, and then you can proceed.
So you're detaining me?
Yes, sir.
That under what probable cause?
On the probable cause, that 18 U.S.C. 111.
What is that?
Okay, first of all, let me proceed here real quick. Do you have anybody else in you?
There's nobody here.
Nobody here?
We've had thefts in the community, okay? And you don't live here.
Do you have a reasonable suspicion?
The reasonable suspicion is that the possibility that you could be a thief in this area.
I have explained to you what I'm doing.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. You could be an axe murderer.
Perfect.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm asking you for your ID so you can show me your identity, and I can walk away from here and give you your.
You have
You got one or
approached
two
me.
options. You can leave.
You have approached me, and I have explained what I am doing. I am playing a game on my phone. So you
That's
think
just
I'm a
your
liar?
excuse.
So I'm a liar then?
Let me tell you this, okay? You're saying I deal with 90% of the worst people, 90% of the time, 10% worse people, okay?
Yes, yeah, I understand. Your sense of trust is gone completely.
No, it's not there.
But I'm asking you to obey the law. I'm asking you to obey the law.
I am obeying the law.
No, you are not. You do not have a reasonable, articulable
Yes, I do.
suspicion.
Yes. Stay there. Now you're in violation of traffic law. On top of being in a neighborhood where you don't live. You live on Ridge Street, right?
Which traffic law am I in violation of, sir?
You're violation registration right now.
How so?
Because this is on a white minivan and the tag comes back to a green car.
Well, I can't. That's what we were issued. But if I'm in violation, please issue me a
You
citation.
see your registration, proof of insurance, and ID.
I understand that,
Okay.
but what does my ID have to do with making sure the area is safe?
Okay.
Is the area any more safer now that you've identified me?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
The explanation that I'm fixing to give you is the reason why I do what I do. Okay? This area, now that I have your ID, something could happen. There's a possibility of a already known suspect now that was in the area prior to anything happening. So if something happens tonight or the next day or something like that, who's the strange people in the area? It would be you, okay? We will come and talk to you. We will commit an
Well, that's
do an
fine. Why
investigation.
don't you come and talk to me? This is a road. What crime is sitting on a
Do you know
public road?
anybody in this subdivision?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Why aren't you sitting in front of their house?
Because I already sat in front of their house. I explained to you this is a GPS game. You understand GPS, I
I
know.
understand GPS, and I understand people doing all these games, but if you want to be hard with me as far as...
I'm not trying to be hard. I want you to obey the law.
I am doing the law.
No, you
That
are.
is within
You
everything
as
that I
a
do is
corporal.
my duty.
Bull. As a
What?
corporal,
I'm glad you know my job better than I do.
I don't know your job better than you
Go
do,
on,
but I
go on
do
your
know
job.
the
Okay.
statute for identify.
I can ask for your identification at any
You
given time.
sure you can ask for it, but I'm not legally required to give.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Middletown Police!
Video shows Middletown police firing 4 shots at an old man without any reason on Christmas Eve. It all started when a neighbor called the police because they heard a loud fight between a father and son.
Middletown Police!
They knocked a couple of times and announced themselves as police. When he opened the door, you could see that he had a gun in his left hand. That's when the first officer at the door opened fire. He later explained that he fired because of his position. When the door opened, the first thing he saw was a gun, and he feared for their lives.